It's been 6 hours and I've got no skulls. Right. The Nether is a very scary place, and I'm being bombarded by all these blazes and wither skeletons just trying to get a single skull, which I haven't done yet, but luckily it hasn't actually been 6 hours, but it sure feels like it, because in the Nether, time really does fly. But let's see how quickly we can get our first skull. Hey you, I see you trying to hide over there. Come on, you want a piece of me? Hey, hey, hey. Oh look, my first wither skull. Yes, spooky scary skeleton. So that is correctamundo. What took you so long, Skull? I've been waiting a long time for you. At last. Alright, let's keep going. Hey, that's my second. Thank you very much. Haha. Ooh. That's my third, yes. Alright, I'll get this guy and then we can head out of this crazy place. I died a lot of times, and I don't want to admit how many times, so let's just say I nailed it. Can you guys guess what I'm doing? Down here in the diamond mines, mining for diamonds, maybe? Fighting the wither? Absolutely. Today, guys, we are using the wither to get ourselves some diamonds. Let's go. And of course, I brought a lot of potions with me. I've got my milk buckets too, in case he withers me. So I am ready, because his wither, level 2, lasts for 40 seconds, and it's mighty strong. Oh gosh, how'd he get hit? Well, this is not off to a good start. And is it ironic that the only time I got withered was when I tried to prevent myself from dying from the wither effect by drinking potions? 100%. And for some odd reason, this wither does not want to come out to play. If I get too close to it, he's too low down, so he'll be able to shoot me, I think, but I can't get him. I can't hit him. You sneaky guy, I'll get you eventually. Come out to play. A few moments later. Alright. Okay, he's in place now. That's great. That's great. Alright. That is perfect. I am a professional at this. I'm just hitting him one shot after the other. And my power 5 bow is taking some heavy shots. Look at that. Alright, now it's the sword time. Oh dear. That was not good. And we're so close. Just a few more hits. Yes. There it is. There's the Nether Star. Alright, that was fun, but I think I played a little too safe. I went way too far out. Alright, well, while we're here, let's go check for some diamonds. See, oh look, there's some diamonds right there. My diamond sword that I dropped so intelligently while I was fighting the wither. Let's see. There's some redstone, lapis. Lapis is always good, but no diamonds, unfortunately. It's fine, because we got the Star of the Nether, so let's go craft up a beacon. And done. Wow, it's a really good feeling to know you've got a beacon. Now we can go get shulker boxes full of precious smooth stone for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I have some build plans for the future, and that was actually going to be for this episode, and once I finished taking down this little stone peak that actually is about 7 shulker boxes despite its small appearance, I decided I wasn't going to build my thing right there. I'm going to build it somewhere else, and it's going to actually be a lot bigger, so I'm going to need to clear out a lot more stone and hill later that is off to the camera, and it's going to be a huge structure, but I'm not going to say what it is yet, so you guys have a nice surprise for the next video, what it's going to be, and it's going to be super cool. It's next to the mountain, and then the other biome behind is a covered forest with the mushrooms. It's going to be super cool what I'm going to build there, and it's going to be surrounding a gunpowder farm, which of course is great because I'll be able to stand on the top of the tower and collect the gunpowder for my rockets and TNT and anything that I want to make that uses gunpowder, because of course gunpowder is just super amazing and it's fun to have, so you can blow stuff up. So in the next episode, if you watch that gunpowder farm, make sure to build it on your own server or world so that you can blow up your friend's stuff too. But of course rebuild it afterwards. Gentleman's rule. That, my friends, is a great XP farm. Well, you might have seen in another clip that I actually finished, finally, my starter base, which looks super cool, so of course I'll give a quick tour. Down there is where I started making on the pathway up to the cliff, and of course it looks cool as it always did. I always liked it a lot. There's my storage system. I have to box things up because it's getting so full. I've got the rainbow colors and all that. And then I've got my stone and everything I can fit in there. So of course I need to have bulk storage, which has all my grass and the cobblestone, which is quite a lot. There's my dirt and a lot of smooth stone from clearing out that peak. And then of course the other blocks that I made have a lot of at one point. And then of course I have this old library kind of vibe because of the lanterns that are there hanging, but without books. I guess if that makes sense. I also tucked away a crafting table there, which is kind of neat. Alright, so there you go. That's kind of my deep storage unit until I make a lot bigger one in my other base that I'll make. And then here's, of course, the soul lantern bluish area. I like how the soul lantern on top there matches the diamonds and the enchanting table. That's pretty cool. Also right here I wanted to do something with the bookshelf, so I mirrored it, of course, to make it symmetrical, and then I made it look kind of like a log cabin, and this is where I'm going to be making all of my potions. So that's pretty cool. And then, of course, I stopped the floor pattern here in the white, nice modern type of apartment. Now, of course, you can look out your windows and be in your hot tub jacuzzi at the same time. Just put on your shorts and go for a little swim. And then, of course, when you're done, you can hop out and do some dishes with this new dishwasher, and it have as a towel rack, of course, but it's actually a banner, which is 2 blocks long, but it goes through the other block for some reason, so that looks pretty good. And my cutting board and my faucet, and then there's my oven, of course. And yeah, I really like it. It came together pretty well. It's fun to build new styles of buildings inside your base. And there's my outro zone because, of course, it's got my colors on it. My colors of my shirt, the brown, green, yellow, and there's the nether with the black stone and all that. Super cool looking, and I'm just really happy with the base that we made, and I'm glad that we finally did that because it's a big improvement from the stone wall that was back there. And then, of course, I can't forget, if you come up these stairs right here, you will see it is actually Bag End, the top of the hill with the trees on top. Here's Bag End. I love it a lot, and it's, Shire themed, although this isn't the Shire, but it looks a little like it because the jungle's so green. Alright, Nether time. I'm here because we are gonna go to the top of the Nether to create a gold farm. And we're in the Nether waste biome because piglins like to spawn in the Nether waste biome more than any other biome. So I created this little section here near the roof, and I found a piece of bedrock that is at the right level, that is at Y127. As you can see, we will go through there and make a hole and be able to get to the top of the Nether anytime we want, and up there we're gonna make ourselves a gold farm. Let's do it. And then, of course, to get up there in the first place, just chuck an ender pearl up there, and you will be in the block, or above the block that you just threw yourself onto. And, of course, I already made a portal here, just to be able to get back to the overworld, because I've checked this spot out, and this is where we're going to break it, so I'll probably need to take away that portal anyway, but I'm going to quickly build what I need to break through the bedrock. Alright, so I don't have much TNT, so I'm going to try to use this design, and I'm going to hit the TNT with flint and steel, and this bug-powered piston will get updated when torches explode next to it, and so if I can just place a piston here right underneath it, it'll swap out and break the bedrock, and that didn't work because I got pushed into the block. Of course, it doesn't always work every time, but that shouldn't happen, so I just need to reset that up. Okay, attempt number 2, let's slide it up. I have a wall now, so I can't get pushed. If you can just put a piston there. That does not look good. Well, darn. Okay, attempt number 3. Let's go. Let's hit it. And oh man, wasn't even close. Oh, I had to go get myself some more TNT. Well, I took my shield off this time so I could place it a little easier. Let's try this again. Alright. Oh gosh, this one didn't work either. Oh. Okay, so this next design is also by Rayworks. If we just hit that lever there, we will be able to light it up and get ourselves underneath and place a piston right here. And that looks promising. Alright, let's see if we did it. What? Oh no, that was supposed to work 100% of the time. Ugh. I can see the bedrock is there right underneath the piston head. And wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it! Finally! Man, okay, now I just rebuild this nether portal. That was driving me absolutely nuts. Well guys, we did it, and Optifine 1.16 is out, finally, so I can zoom. That is pretty cool. And what else is pretty cool is that hole in another roof. It took me 45 minutes. That was such a long time. Man, we did it though. It's super cool to have my nether portal now up here for the gold farm, which I'm starting to build above me, and behind me there is the portal, of course linked to the other portal, with that long gold carpet to my next portal, which is in my base. It looked perfectly, no finagling around, no like doing weird, portal business. I didn't have to make another portal. This links perfectly to my base. So you can see, as you walk in here, it links right up to where I want to be. Yeah. And then, of course, got my nice base. Nice looking base, new renovations. Come back through the portal, and here it is. That is just wonderful. It's great to be on top of the nether ceiling. You can travel so quickly in between nether portals and places you need to go. So now we're going to work on this soon-to-be gold farm. Oh yeah, let's get into it. Here I am, guys, in front of the gold farm I've designed in my creative testing world up in the nether in another wastes biome. And what's absolutely great about it is that it's my own design. I've seen plenty of AFKable designs, plenty of looting where the player is there attacking, and of course people can AFK that, but I don't generally like to AFK, so I will do that. I will be attacking with my looting 3 sword, and that also guarantees more drops than otherwise, which is pretty cool. And so this is a circular design, of course. This is a circle with radius, it's 24, of quartz bottom slabs around where the player is. Of course, mobs can't spawn there, and then the magma blocks, which only magma cubes, zombie piglins, and the gas can spawn, but the gas cannot spawn because of the glass covering it. And the magma cubes will go to these iron golems in the corners or on the edges, and they will fall down. And I don't know if I will include that in my survival world. It's unnecessary, but it does help the farm rates a little bit. And of course, we got some burts, some angry zombie piglins to stay angry because they don't die, of course, because they can't reach the other platform, which means they'll continually make sure to tell the other zombie piglins that they don't like me, which means that the farm will keep on running. So that is good for AFKable farms, but of course I'm not going to AFK, so it doesn't really matter here. And the farm's rates are pretty decent. They're 35 stacks of gold ingots per hour here. That was based on my testing, although that is subject to change depending on the variance you get with your looting 3, so I don't know how accurate that is. Of course, these Minecraft hoppers down below pick up the items. Break down here, they got a little section where you can view the items falling through there with the droppers. When it detects items, it spits out them into here. They get pushed into that one wide gap, and they come down here, flow through onto the ice, get pushed along into this hopper chain. And this is an item sorter. Of course, it doesn't look like the traditional item sorter that has been developed many years ago by many redstone peoples, and like the ones on the right. And the reason for that is because the gold nuggets come in so quickly that a single hopper chain, even 2 or 3, can't handle it. Sometimes you need 4, and I'm going to use 5, in fact, just in case if it goes full throttle, I can handle all of the gold nuggets coming in at one time. It's pretty cool. And then, of course, the honey blocks let the items come in because it's not quite a full block in that entities can push up against it, and the hoppers, it'll be a little bit above the hoppers, so the hoppers can pick it up. And then, of course, any items that don't go in can just get thrown out and eliminated because we don't need rotten flesh and the gold swords like that. It's kind of useless. So we just want these gold goodies here, the nuggets and the ingots. So let's build it. But of course, I'm in the nether down here because I thinking I might go mining for some magma blocks and ancient debris at the same time if I can. So I just drank my fire res potion. I think I might be ready to explode some beds because of course while we're mining for the magma blocks, we're going to need in our farm, we might as well go get some ancient debris. So let's go down to, what is it, Y level 15 about, get ourselves some ancient debris where it's most common, and then let's go build up the gold farm once we've got the resources we need to do it. Hey, that's an ancient debris. That's our first one. We haven't even found magma first, but even though ancient debris is way more rare. Oh look, there's 2! That is so rare. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I know it's really hard to find ancient debris by itself, but it's even harder to find 2, so that is just amazing. But we still haven't found magma blocks for some reason. We just have all this netherrack. So I'm going to tuck that away in my ender chest because, of course, ancient debris is so special. We're going to need it for some netherite, and let's keep mining. Wow, sprint insta-mining so fast. Wait, I saw something. You trying to hide from me, ancient debris? Man, I got 2 more. That's so rare. Oh! I mined that one by accident because I insta-mined netherrack. I didn't even mean to mine that block out. Wow, that was so lucky. I accidentally found the 3rd one, and it was set a pair of 2 already. Man, that's good. I already have 5 now. And I still found no magma blocks, but of course I've got ancient debris for some reason, so let's keep mining again. Alright, it's been a while later. I found a crimson forest, which is pretty, not the other, it's the warp forest, which is blue. It's pretty cool, but seems to be a better tactic. I've got some magma blocks now. I've finished mining underground, and it just seems a lot easier to find magma close to the lava, but not right next to it, so you can just mine it out and there's no lava to worry about. And look at these veins. They're absolutely massive. I think each one is like 5 stacks at least of magma blocks. This is so much better than what I was trying before. I don't even know why I was doing it, but at least I got some ancient debris. I found 2 more, so that made a total of 7, which is almost 2 netherite ingots, which means it's almost 2 tools to upgrade, or 2 pieces of armor, which is pretty great. But of course, I'm going to be mining for quite a bit longer, and then we can get some quartz and we'll build up our gold farm. And here it is. This gold farm was super fun to build, all those circles and stuff to make it look nice with the quartz and the magma blocks. And the funny thing is, the longest part to build was the centerpiece, which is the smallest. And I had to build the storage system, which is never super fun to build, but also the area where I kill the zombie piglins. And of course, as I was building this, the magma blocks sometimes did spawn gas before I got the ring of glass in to mob-proof it. But what's interesting is that the gas explosions, fireballs, would not explode the quartz slabs, which is pretty nice because the blast resistance is so high, but the magma blocks resistance is not super high, so it blew up that occasionally, which wasn't too bad because I had so many blocks. But then I finished it, and I was very happy because, man, it's a great farm. And now it's getting close to the end of the episode, so here's a word from my sponsor.
Hello!
Anyway, buenos dias, chicos y chicas. Here we have our honey farm back there in the background, and we have the 4 honey bottles that I've finally gotten to make a honey block. This is a momentous moment, of course, and by definition, and I can't get the achievement. Okay, that's so weird. I thought that was an achievement, sliding down a honey block, but if we come over to our farm, we can put this honey block in because it is the last piece of the puzzle for the item sorterer that we will put in there. There we go. And I just realized you could actually use a chest instead of a honey block, which I should have done because it takes a little while to get honey blocks if you don't have an automatic farm for it. But there you go. And if I just come up here, I'll show you guys how the farm functions. It's pretty simple. Just shoot a bow at one of the piglins. They'll get angry and they'll talk to each other and they'll come towards me and I can just whack away at them, get all of the gold I need. And I've got to say, it can be very loud sometimes, but it's also very satisfying to just have all of these mobs coming down. You get tons of XP. It's almost better. In fact, it probably is better than the iron farm I have for the iron trading center where I usually get my XP from to heal, to mend my tools. And this is pretty fun. You can just keep whacking away and they don't die. You should probably get Smite 5 to kill them a bit faster, but this is pretty great already. And if you just come down here, you can see all of the items getting popped down, and oh man, I forgot to turn the system on. There we go. All of those gold nuggets and ingots being thrown into there, dispensed, and pushed into the hole where they go along the ice path, and they get stuck. I need to fix that. Cool, I fixed it. It's working very well. I got stacks of gold nuggets and stacks of gold ingots, in fact, and almost a full stack of gold blocks. And you know what? It's been a great day of recording, and I'm so glad you guys watched until the end, but I think it's time to wrap up the episode. The gold farm's going well, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. And I really appreciate you liking, commenting, and or subscribing, so rocking out and clocking out. I'll see you next time. Adios.